What are tricks? And what is art? And what sets the two apart? One meaningful, one meaningless? Does a work of art itself confess it's worthy, valuable and deep? Am I no member of the arts cause in my hands I hold a cheap and ordinary deck of cards? Art is real, is that the deal? Tricks are just a little cutie? What if I were to say I feel only beauty is my duty? What else would be the point of it? What's art without the joy of it? I mean, does all that screaming for significance and meaning not mean to be destroying it? Just as Beckett versus Shakespeare or Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake makes clear, it's not meaning that it takes here. Who the hell knows what the purpose is of the Magic Flute by Mozart? My guess is it is purposeless. So why would magic then be no art? And what about just fanning cards? There's no reason for the Ace of Hearts to twist and turn and twirl and spin, but I think beauty lies within. When first and middle, ring and small, when thumb and fingers, when they all begin to dance in elegance, when suddenly there's a chance for what is dead to come to life, when lifeless matter starts to thrive, when finger flicking in a flick becomes invisible, then that's the trick. Then all the shuffling will be shifting swiftly to become uplifting. A storyteller's tale that tells of just itself and nothing else. That only wants to show you see what's impossible and still can be. Just usable and suitable to be and to be beautiful. That has no purpose and no goal like every other living soul than just to be and to exist, and if not to be, then to be missed. That has no moral code or ethic, but is ecstatically aesthetic. That is not really realistic, but artificially artistic. No criticism of depravity, just critical by gravity. When fingers practice endless hours exploring all those hidden powers, succeeding then against all chances and transcending moves to dances. When cards and fingers, both in action in this unusual, unique connection, work together, not alone, both for the sake just of their own, then maybe like baby and mother, the two can get lost in each other. I know this might sound cheesy, but when it finally looks easy, relaxed and free, imbued with lightness, at ease and simple, filled with brightness, when all the skillful cleverness looks casual and effortless, though at the start it seemed too hard, then the impossible transforms to art. As if it weren't worth the trouble, as if the work had not been double, as if we all might just agree it's like a piece of poetry.
Hello and welcome to a new live stream here from the Card Studio in Essen. I hope you liked the different intro that was from our friend Helge Thun, who released this one not only in English language but also in German language for all our German viewers. Maybe we will do the same thing. You cannot.
I can do it next time.
Maybe you can. You don't have all the settings if you do it from home.
Yeah, but I have.
But anyhow, we will solve it because Helge Thun on his YouTube channel, that is this one here, youtube.com Helge Thun. He released this great poetry piece in German and English language. I think that alone, doing with all the translations, is chapeau. Really, really cool. And yeah, certainly thanks for using the Phoenix decks. Made me really happy to see that. Guys, today our topic will be the special trick decks, the Svengali and the stripper decks and variations of it. And certainly you might underestimate the power of these two decks. Many commercially available tricks use this principle. And we will talk about this today. But before that, here's the intro. So, damn it, I have to switch this off. But anyhow, thank you so much, guys. if you have not done it yet, you would help us a lot if you would just scroll down a little bit and leave a like here. Maybe if you have not subscribed yet, do it, and we are all set. Philo is here with me again after 2 weeks absence due to... Is it 2 weeks now? I think so, right? Was it 2 or 3 weeks? Because
I was 3 weeks out of the game, but I was 2 times here. But
close by.
Yeah, the week, not last week, the week before, I was in German stream.
In the stream, but then you could not continue. Exactly, and now you already told me. Oops, my voice is slowly leaving. So if you figure out that I will talk more than you, then it's not impolite. It's just that I want to help him.
Then everybody's happy because my English is so bad.
No, that's not. It's just your voice that is so bad. No, good. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Yeah, today the topic will be stripper decks and Svengali decks, or actually what is all based on is short deck. In the next one. So yes, a short deck. You certainly can buy all these decks from different dealers, and most of them were buying not the Phoenix versions, but the ones with the bicycle riding naked boy. Those are custom cut usually, and therefore the quality is really shit. No, I'm talking about the bicycle boy. Yes.
Did you say this bad word here in the studio?
Yeah, I did. Yes. Well, it's
the cut itself is not bad, but the problem sometimes is the prints.
No. I mean, when some magic dealers to save a little bit on money, they are taking regular decks and cut the decks by themselves.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes. Oh, yes. And they go maybe to a printer and they cut them. With the printer, it would not be even that bad quality. They do it themselves. And unfortunately, the quality when you see these decks is kind of on the edge. If the corners are rounded, okay. But there's also kind of a variation in the width or length or whatever, and the cards are not that easy to handle. The real good ones are factory made at USPC for instance, or in the company we are printing decks as well in Taiwan. There are real dice specifically made to punch out stripper cards or short cards, for instance, and therefore they can do these special decks, and they have a really high quality. We certainly also do stripper decks, and I have to say, for manually done stripper decks, I do one of the best works in the world, I would say. Paul Potassi, he was always working with stripper decks, and shortly before his passing away, he turned 92 until he passed away. He ran out of decks because he thought he would have bought all the decks for the rest of his life when he retired, and with 85 or so, 86, he had to reach out and find someone who would cut his decks again to strippers, and I was recommended to him, and since then it started a nice friendship, and he was so happy about the quality that I visited him several times in Manila in the Philippines, and it was a great experience as well. Now, with the stripper deck, you might know the typical version, that is the normal stripper, where the long sides are cut. Yes, do you need these lights? The long sides are cut or tapered away, and most of the people are thinking that both sides need to be tapered, that left and right is cut in this angle. However, if you're doing it manually, like offering it to the public from a normal deck of cards, then this is not really necessary. You usually only cut one side off, and therefore, I mean, on the long side of 88 millimeters, it really doesn't matter if you're cutting 0.5 millimeter from the left and right side, but if you do it twice, then it makes it more difficult to be very precise, and the deck will be yeah. So the good ones that come from the manufacturer, they definitely have the taper on both sides. And now comes the interesting part, when you also do the end strippers. end strippers are the ones that are cut as a stripper deck on the top and bottom part. And the really curious thing happens when you start mixing both together. And that's something that you might do now. Shall I do the sound effects for you and you are just showing?
I will give my best. So
yeah, do it.
Look,
do
this.
No, can you put it on the... No, the cool thing is what was missing was that you have to show that there's nothing inside. It's not a change bag.
No change bag.
No change bag. There's
No
nothing
change
inside.
No.
It's a normal...
We go on top.
Yes.
So they can see the wonderful... Oops. Yeah. It's shuffled. And we will shuffle on a another way like that. We cannot go for like that. Or what I prefer is, oops, you go like.
Do a big mess.
Christian, you can do this, by the way.
There was no switch, by the way, when he moved this over, and the dropped card is also not important. So maybe you tell us in the chat which card we have to turn around or not.
Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter, and now everything goes into the bag.
Yeah,
like so, no cards missed. And what are you doing now?
I'm shaking.
Shaking.
So I will do my best to go in without looking. It's good, black art. Look, black art. So first I have to sort. They are really good mixed, and I will start to cut them.
Actually, how long did you train on this, practice it? Today, right? Was the first day? And
today,
the reaction that I got from him was like, "Wow, that's really cool!
That's
it's
cool.
really cool."
And the cool thing is, this is really fun.
It's not only it's even better in the bag than outside of the bag.
It's easier in the bag than outside. So wait, I have to cut and. This is so funny here. I hope I got it. Okay, wait, and I have to shuffle more.
If you have any questions in the meantime, write them into the chat. That's fine. We are answering everything here.
I think I got it.
Good. Okay, let's have a look. Really?
No idea. Maybe one more cut.
No, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong?
Yeah, here's
okay, there's something wrong. I go up again. Yeah, it's not so easy because you have to you see nothing and I think I got it.
This is when you have to find a good topic to talk about. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Klaus, for mentioning it. It's awesome. Thank you very much, everybody who has left.
I hope.
Almost. Yes. Now you got it.
Now I got it.
Yes, you got it.
I think so. It is. Everything is back to normal. The two are not recommended.
Not important.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, here we go with the top card.
One ace, two ace, three ace, and I think there was only three aces because I lost one. Last one. I think there is no other ace. No. There are only three in. Well,
we were a little bit short in time.
Yeah, no idea. No,
cut a bit.
No, the last one is here. Look, the last one is here on the floor. There. So maybe something goes wrong here, but okay. You see, you can produce aces
or other things. It was good enough to fool Penn and Teller, so it was good enough to fool you with the last ace.
I love it, and I practiced today, so.
No, so far, well, there's one thing. First of all, you really like the handling.
Yeah, it's cool.
And after doing it several times, you also said this will not last forever, this deck.
No, and I go for this, and I go for that.
It was introduced, actually.
I go for... Yeah, this is messy. But I go for that. And you feel... The cool thing is you feel everything. Between you have to cut.
Okay.
And you go for this. This is fun. So explain it. What happened here?
Interesting. Just added my like. Thank you so much, Justin, to do that. It helps a lot to improve with the YouTube algorithm, because 50% is mandatory at least to be recommended. So what is going on here? You might already know which trick is meant to be shown. First of all, as you can see, this is not a Phoenix deck, not yet. I got some of these decks at the FISM convention directly from Alexandre Duvivier, who had the booth there as well. And these are Jerry Nuggets, so it's not really the bicycle deck, but something with the casino. And she was performing this at Fool Us and Fool Penn and Teller with it. That's pretty cool. And you can imagine there are cards. Here's a bag, so the trick is called cards in bag.
You don't have to. It's not necessary to look. When you watch, you get the mess. That's why I look in. That was not good.
So sensing is better than looking, because then you screw up maybe. But if you just go for feeling, then it's almost self-working. The interesting part about this is that at the beginning, when I started traveling around the world as Card Shark, must have been around 2011-ish. The Phoenix decks were already there, maybe 2012 or so. I met a magician in Argentina who released 2 complete decks with this trick principle. Exactly the same thing with 2 decks of cards. He called them deck A and deck B. They call it reverse cut, or what did you say? There was how do they call
positive and negative?
The positive and negative deck. What you need is 2 complete decks of cards, especially cut. They are cut in a way that they are doing exactly the opposite of the other one. And so when you are mixing cards from one deck into the other one, then all the cards that are now turned around will behave like the ones that are face down in the deck. And therefore you can do almost everything, cleaning up a triumph effect with a certain outcome, with a message or whatsoever. It could be nice in the back. But I got a whole DVD with a lot of ideas. And he asked me back then if I would be able to produce this deck of cards. At that time, we did not do the stripper deck at Card Shark. That was far before that.
This is so fun to play around with this kind of thing. You have to get a real feeling for that.
Yeah. But so here's a mixture of an end stripper and side stripper, and therefore you have a lot of variations. A lot of effects with it. It's not only this effect, or
there goes a lot of stuff on the
explanations.
Yeah, for sure. Christian Engblum is there. They explain some finding the aces, or finding cards from the deck, and then make a deck switch. Because you need the card from one deck for the other to find them again, and you have to practice. And I start today. So the German stream was wonderful. Here I get 2 cards wrong. So
that's fine.
But
you did not have to mention, because at that time when you messed up, the camera was not showing the top. That's fine. The cool thing is, if you are doing it like Alexandre on Fool Us, then you are already have the deck set up.
Yeah.
If you would do something that several people would choose cards from deck A, let's say deck A, now you're switching the deck and take all the cards back into deck B, then all these cards that were selected will automatically, when you do all the shuffle and all this, will automatically be the ones that are facing into the other direction of the whole deck of cards. So if the whole deck is face down and you do kind of a triumph mess up, etc., you end up with the spectators cards being face up in a face down deck. So I think there are thousands of possibilities, but certainly you can do it with different methods as well, with what I just described, the effect. Spectator selects a card and you will find it in different ways. Now what you can do is you are using a short deck and a regular deck. And now you can decide what you want to work with. Do you want to find a short card inside of a regular deck, or do you want to find a long card in the short deck? Because it's a totally different handling. Tommy Wonder was loving the long cards. as he didn't like this riffling through where you would hear the click. This
Say
click.
stop when you hear the click.
Yes, exactly. That would be the short card. But with the long card that is sticking out a little bit of a short deck, then it's really just cutting to it to the cards, and all the cards, all the cuts would now be automatically having the long card at the bottom.
The downside here is I think the deck is very fast
worn out.
Yeah.
So maybe
Because this one I used only today for practice, and you see it's like a little bit messy.
Yeah, maybe
maybe with the new quality of card shark we have to cut the deck and test it. How long it.
Yeah. The idea, if some people want to have this in Phoenix backs or Phoenix faces, then after Blackpool, what is happening in about a month, I will find the time to cut these cards in the same liking. Means that we would use our stripper decks as a basis, because they are perfectly cut, and I only would have to add one more cut to the tops of the cards to make them end strippers, version A and version B, and this I can control to have a very high precision. If I have to do both manually, then there's a lot of variation. I tried it back then from a normal deck of cards, and it's a lot of...
You have to cut both short sides.
No, I don't have to. That's the wrong thinking, because everybody thinks if you cut yourself a deck of cards and it's a normal rectangle that you would have to taper both sides. It's weird, because all you need is just tapering.
Doesn't matter which direction it goes in the other one.
Yeah. So if you have, let's say, the taper like this, okay.
You need negative, so you need.
No. I mean, we have this taper, like having the big part at the bottom, okay. And then all you need is to cut one side like that, one deck like this, and the other deck like that.
But only on the short side?
Only on the short side, that's it.
Because in the explanation he told that deck A, it's the long side like that, and deck B is the long side like that.
I will do one set for you, and then you will find out that...
Because I watched the tutorial, that's why I asking.
Yeah. Well, I have seen so many explanations of great artists who are using the Phoenix decks, etc., that and their explanations regarding the one-way principle or the preparation or so is sometimes a little bit strange. That magicians who bought the trick might not really understand it. Therefore, I already suggested to Colin Cloud, where we will release a trick very, very soon, that fingers crossed, because he still has to do a lot of things. We agreed on that the preparation will not be rough and smooth, but Destiny deck preparation certainly it is. After I explained to him how to manipulate, he never did. And I told him, okay, let me explain the preparation and the one-way principle, etc. of the Phoenix deck. That's what I know since I created it. And he would then go for the whole principle, presentation idea, etc., etc. And I think that's the best way to do it. And this will be for the Colin Cloud effect called Ocean. I think it was Ocean. Yeah, whatever. I figured out. Oh, damn it! I forgot the name. Well, it's an abbreviation for the perfect card at one specific point. Certainly, this. I have practiced card and back many times, and the cards are already too used. That's it. Frank is saying exactly the same thing. Once you are performing it for a longer time, then you are screwed. The decks are not working as before. So maybe some refill decks would be available then from Card Shark in the Phoenix quality. Yeah, but I will try it first for you. You will try it, and I will show you that I'm pretty sure that the preparation that I want to do is exactly what I want to do.
Maybe I have wrong thing, but I concentrate so on the tutorial that I understand exactly every detail. I do it all the time like that. And he was saying it's negative and positive, and I think I remember he cut 4 sides around the...
What he can.
When
you have a die, when you have a real special tool made for cutting the cards, then it will be like that. But if it's something manually done, then you can get rid of certain things and concentrate on one side. Makes it much more precise.
Let's jump on the next one. What also is very interesting, what we speak after the video.
Yeah, let's do the video.
Let's do. Have fun.
Hello, I'm Pitt Hartling. Welcome to the DVD. Now imagine my surprise when sometime in the mid-90s I discovered that a joker in a deck of cards is not actually just a piece of cardboard, but in fact Cupid, god of love. Well, and ever since then, this. The following that I try to show now is a little bit different than your usual card trick. Have you ever seen a romantic card trick before? No, that's very rare. Could you just imagine that this is not a deck of playing cards? Okay, so those are not cards, but those are in fact small flat people. It's not the Joker in our little imagination story here, but this is in fact the god of love. Cupid. Okay. And they say that every card in a deck and maybe also every person has its perfect partner, okay, its perfect mate, so the two that belong together. The important thing is that the deck of cards is really well and thoroughly shuffled, okay. So now usually a shuffle would be something like this, okay, the cards are mixed together like in a casino, for example, they go like this and then they're shuffled. But there is one special shuffle, and this is called the romantic shuffle. If you look at the cards, we have, you can watch close, we have the 2, 7, and the Jack, 7, 10, 5, so whatever order they happen to be in. And now those cards go inside of the card case. Okay. There, can you just say stop whenever you like?
Stop.
Right there? Yeah. Here we have a 9,
okay.
A red 9, 9 of diamonds, okay? If you could just take this card and place it anywhere into the packet here, but face up. Okay, so reversed, yes, anywhere you like. And that spot, exactly there. And now this is where Cupid enters the scene. Okay? You can shoot those little arrows, okay? It goes like this. First he flies across the scene. And then the important part, and you see one red 9. Oh, look, yes, he has exactly found the other red 9. Part again. And here, you put your card very, very early, so it's far down here, and yours as well, like this. And if this has worked, and then Cupid has cast his spell, then not only has one red 9 just found another red 9, but then this red ace should have found exactly the other red ace. And the red I just noticed I put the cards, you see, I put them on top of Cupid, like this, the whole packet I placed there. This is something you must never do. Its influence is so strong that it becomes incredible. Then it's unrealistic. Let's have a look. Maybe keep it away here. Then yes. See, now those two cards, they're also there, the two red queens, and now those two cards have paired up. The two black 6s and the two black aces are now together, and all the cards that have been shuffled.
Oh.
Yeah,
the grand finale.
Yeah, the big finale. All the cards would match. Also the ones in the card case, and Philo could not wait.
I think it was over. Sorry.
No, it wasn't. I was like looking like, no, don't press, but it's too late. Okay, so it's really, what the cool thing is, you can do several phases with this routine. You can stop after 2 or 3 phases, or go the whole way through. And therefore, it's an 8-minute act at least.
Yeah.
And it's not like 8 boring minutes, but really entertaining. And this trick is called Cupid by Pitt Hartling. Yeah, we released this a few years ago. We have them available in Standard Index and Large Index, because
Phoenix Index.
They have both. Oh my God, Classic Index and Phoenix Index. That's correct. Thank you for reminding me. Both is available, and we put a discount on those cards, so you can get them with 20% off right now on our website. So for 1 week until next Monday. Yes, so yeah, that's Cupid by Pitt Hartling. It's one of the decks that we are speaking about. It's about long and short cards in a special order,
Perfect.
in a special setup, and a very clever handling that makes it impossible.
Yeah.
And impossible as a trick.
And it's easy,
Yeah.
and you have wonderful jokers, armor jokers. So
Yeah, we can even show them into the camera. Let's see. So I designed a special armor. That's this one here. You get 2 of those, so that you can show this. Have a big theme, nice theme with the cards. Really makes sense.
last but not least. No, last. It is the last.
But not least the least. That's what
No,
it
we
is.
have a lot of more stuff. So,
Okay.
but not today. So
We don't have this as a trailer right now or as a video, but this is the effect Beat the Devil, what is by Arsenio Puro, a Spanish person who is a friend of Henry Evans, who then contacted me. Let's do it. And it's kind of an interesting cooperation because Henry Evans is doing the whole tutorial, etc. And we are using half his Daredevil deck with the extreme markings, so that the cards that are indifferent are very well visible even in further distance. And a very special principle, so that we would always know which card is a force card and which one is a non-force card.
very strong effect. So
It's really cool, yeah, when you think about it. And he's not using it really as a classical Svengali deck, but in a totally different way with overhand shuffle and spectators doing a lot of things, etc., etc. So this is Beat the Devil, and this effect we put online for this year, for this week, with a 25% discount. So have fun selecting this one here, available as well in Standard Index and Large Index. Beat the Devil by Henry Evans, Arsenio Puro, and Card Shark. Yes. So these are the 2 offers we put we put online that have the same topic with the long and short. We had some other questions like what about men and tackle decks? Actually, you can make yourself a man and tackle deck, very simple.
Short deck.
You just get a short deck and you are using a regular deck with it, and then you are able to prepare 2 of the man and tackle decks.
you get us on our website in the shop. It's short deck called Short Deck, and we have it available in Phoenix Index and in Classic Index.
Very well learned. That's perfect.
We have changed it.
Yes, what is also cool, if you want to do a reverse Svengali, what is that the force cards are long,
Yeah.
then you can also, you will not find it on our website as a reverse Svengali,
By a
but
forcing deck and a short deck.
and the short deck, exactly. And then you can again do 2 of those decks,
And
very simple.
when you use then on top a science fiction or rough and smooth, then you have a mirage deck, a reverse mirage deck.
Or you just get a Svengali and then use science fiction, certainly. So there are certain combinations possible, for sure. We don't have everything, but most of the stuff. But yeah,
Good topic today, and I think we have, when we come back and when we're back after Black Ball, I think we will show again how you cut decks, and maybe we cut one of these special decks the end cuts live in the stream. That will be interesting.
that would be an interesting topic. Yeah, well, if it works, then I can do it.
Yeah, maybe. So,
And let's do that.
Cool idea.
And if you don't want to wait, it's several months ago where I did a YouTube stream here regarding cutting your own cards short, or
we'll
to a
find it
stripper.
on our channel. Search for stripper.
Either in the Card Shark International where you are right now, or in our old one that was split off from the German one. It's called Card Shark Germany.
Maybe Frank can post it in the comments.
Yes,
And you will find
yes.
the-
So you will find, yes, exactly. Find it in the comments,
Great.
or I will look for it and we will add this there. And if you're not watching this live, but in a recorded fashion, then you will find it down in the comments. Very, very simple. Yeah.
Great.
I will leave in 2 days towards America, guys. I hope I will see you there at Magi Fest. Will be a lot of fun. a great convention again by Vanishing Ink in Columbus, Ohio. We were not on the list, funny wise. Now they put us back in.
Why?
We were forgotten whatever. And I will see you there. Hopefully, it will be cold. Definitely. It's Columbus.
But you have a jacket, huh?
Hopefully, yes. Fingers crossed. I will see you there. And next Monday I will not be here, but you will do the stream from your studio at home.
We will have we're chilling a little bit and show some tricks. I will do some card track recommends, some stuff what I get from creators to show. Maybe I will get Christian Grace on the stream and we can speak about his new
idea. Or I think it would be too early. It's too early to do it because it's not out there. But
we will get it. I will ask him
later,
for sure. He has fun to come on the stream. We speak about his Magic Monthly. Maybe I will ask him. I'll call him right now after the stream. And so see you next week on the Card Shark English International stream. And you go to Matchers.
Thank you so much. In 2 weeks. Until then, bye bye. Ciao.